So in this short video, I'm gonna show you how to actually buy crypto using peer-to-peer. And why would you do that? There are actually two reasons. The first one is that maybe your bank or your card doesn't really kind of allow crypto, and this is kind of a workaround which allows you to use it. And the second is that often the card kind of transactions has pretty high fees, and some of the banks are actually introducing the crypto fees, so you want to avoid that. And one of those ways is actually using the peer-to-peer. By the way, we're gonna use today Binance, so if you don't have a Binance account, there is a link in the description of this video which gives you extra perks like off trading fees. So let's dig into it. And to do that, you'll register on Binance and then log in, then go to trade and press peer-to-peer. When you press peer-to-peer, the first thing which you will need to do is choose what kind of currency you want to use. So either Euro or GBP or USD or kind of whatever is yours which you're using on a daily basis. I'm gonna put GBP. Then you need to put the amount of kind of your currency which you want to buy. And this is kind of the simplest way ever. Remember, the bigger amount you're buying, the better prices you're having. This is as simple as that. Obviously, they need to make money, and I think this is the crucial thing. So if you're buying, let's say 20 pounds or you want to buy 50 pounds, you'll have a slightly higher price than people who are buying the maybe 100 or 200 pounds. But if you're, let's say, buying 100 pounds or 200 pounds on the cards, your fees kind of might be much higher than, you know, what you normally use, or maybe you cannot use it at all. So coming back here, I'm gonna put the amount. So let's say that I'm gonna put just an example, like 10 pounds, right? So immediately it showed me all the higher prices, and it showed me all the payment methods. So what I can do, I can actually filter by payments. So you can see there is bank transfer, Lloyds Bank, Monzo, Starling Bank, faster payments, instant transfer, etc. Right? So I can put a bank transfer because I want to use, let's say, UK bank transfer, right? And here I can see that there are kind of two people which are doing that. There's one of this and one of that, right? So I'm gonna use that one because this guy has a bit more options, so it feels like he knows what he's doing in the UK. Monzo, Bank, Starling, Lloyds, all the UK bank, right? So I'm gonna buy USDT. And here, kind of the minimum of his is 10 pounds, right? So I'm gonna put 10 pounds. I will receive 11.53 for it. So 10 GBP to USD, it's 12.60, right? At the current rate. So obviously that's because I'm buying a smaller amount. As I told you, if you're buying a bigger amount with some different vendors, you have better prices. But the cool thing is that trade, it's zero fee here. So obviously with that, if you're buying in a bulk or bigger amounts, it's a safe way to buy a bigger amount. So we're gonna press buy USDT, and I'm gonna press I want to buy a tenner. I'm gonna get 11.53. It says no third-party payments. That's pretty good. That is exactly what we want. It will have 15 minutes payment time limit, 10 minutes average release time, and this actually user has $151. He made 255 orders with 100% completion. So I'm gonna press buy USDT. And now look what's gonna happen. So these are the steps which you will need to follow. So it tells me, it actually gives me his bank details. So it says first, confirm order info, 10 pounds, this price, this is what I'm gonna receive. Then I'm choosing what kind of payment I want to use. So I can press make a payment, and it gives me a bank account and a bank name. But what will happen? You first, hi, can you please tell me for what purpose you need this USDT? Well, I want to trade. I want to trade crypto. Yeah. So within that, what you're gonna do? Send to this option and send the exact amount, because obviously you created the order. If you cancel the order, yeah, there will be kind of, you might have some repercussions, which you know, your account will be flagged. I think there are, if you time you will cancel, you'll have a big flag, and then you actually won't be able to use it. So don't kind of start the order if you're not willing to actually you know, fulfill it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually fulfill the order to show you how does it work. Okay, in addition, this guy, I was asking this because if you're doing any kind of online earning work, then nowadays almost all online works are scams except trading. Thank you for this information. So I've just sent the transfer to this person. One of the important part is whatever kind of chat you're having, never allow them to, ask them for your WhatsApp. Don't move to WhatsApp. Always keep the conversation on the chat inside the Binance. And even if they send their Swordcore account number, make sure to use the one which is provided on Binance. And I'm checking, it's the same name. So that means this kind of user is legit. But what can happen is that obviously people try to find their ways to, scam you, and they're trying to find their ways to, steal your money. Binance obviously preventing that, but obviously you need to make sure that it works. Okay, he also asked for the screenshot. I made it, so I'll just grab a screenshot. Sure. Obviously, that person should have the confirmation on his bank, and that's what he's gonna do, right? But I think it's just a double security from them. Just make sure always that the name is the same, the bank numbers are correct, and like nothing really other is there. So as you can see from me, my screenshot doesn't really kind of shares anything else. So it says it's transfer sent from my Revolut to this person, and it's their sort code and account number. So as simple as that, I'm not oversharing. Do not overshare any details. If they ask you for the screenshot of your bank account or something except what it's here, do not give it to them. Okay, great. This person just says transfer received, transfer notified the seller. So I'm pressing transfer notify the seller. I have made the payment from my real name, and I press confirm the payment. Okay, I have marked it, the order as paid, and now I'm waiting for the seller for him to actually release the money. So if it doesn't happen, it might be a situation like this, but it doesn't really happen often. You can appeal, and then there is like a back and forth thing that's when the... Oh great, it's a successfully purchased. So you'll receive 11.53. When I press view my balances, money will be there. So as simple as that, you have the money. But what happens if the money automatically doesn't appear? So when you actually mark it as paid and you have, all the screenshot, you use all the right data, the Binance will then automatically kind of release the money even if the user doesn't, because in a way you went into agreement. As you can see, it's very safe and it's very simple. And I already have my 11.53 USDT on my account. This is it. I hope you enjoyed that video. If yes, you know what to do. Just hit that like and subscribe, and see you in the next video. Take care.